Hey everyone, and welcome to Tabletop Obscura presents Outlaws of Alkenstar. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone this evening? Doing alright? And how's everyone's week been? Class. I mean, class is a bad thing. Yep. Look. It has honestly had its ups and downs. Uh, the first draft of the almanac is almost complete. So all the content for the book is almost complete. We're like a week or two away, and then it's just got to go through final edits and everything else like that. And playtesting, which will also be fun. Announcements about the playtests and things will come as I know more about them. But we are prepping the first playtest package now. First proper one, anyway. As for the codex itself, work is continuing on that as it goes. But, like, I think it's 250 pages per book, something like that, so... They are very chunky. Well, it's not just Pathfinder 2. It will be converted to 5e as well. David's doing a really great job on that so far. What am I talking about so far? He's doing a great job on it. Oh no, it's just I always can have concerns when you convert anything from Pathfinder 2 over to 5th edition, because some things just don't cross over. But David is exceptionally good at his job. They do. They really do. Some people may say these things. Look, when it comes down to it, each their own. Each system plays differently and plays for a different crowd. Well, as I understand it, it's more about vibes. But it's fine. Well, they're casters. Oh god. It... A brolich. Wow. Okay. The oh wow. I mean, that's a very specific list. But anyway, Nick, how's your week been? Mm-hmm. I mean, Monster Hunter's been fine, hasn't it? Oh, okay. I mean, you still have to do the desk yet, right? Because they'll be the awkward ones. Okay. I mean, no, because it's not their problem. It's your problem, isn't it? That's how it works? Hello, user. Okay. Yeah, that's all good, man. It's all good, man. And Sam? Well, yeah, actually, what's going on? I do believe in consent, and he is not consenting. So, Sam, how's your week been? No. Teaching people is hard. Okay. Okay. Well, as long as they can navigate to their email. That does feel a little bit weird, but I imagine it has a lot to do with Gmail. That is a little bit weird. Mm. And how about that Twitter self-destructing? Oh god. Yes, I saw the insolent thing. One $8 tweet. Yeah. And yes. And that's what we like to see. Specifically for Insolent, considering its history. But... yeah, yes, I already did it, I believe. Because I found it after stream, I believe. Beautiful. Oh, speaking of, I should... For now. No. Well, everyone is level 4 now. Can't hear the other players? That's weird. Can someone talk for me, please? Okay. No, that's not working. Properties. Sorry, people, we will be getting this working very quickly. Oh, I think we got it.
Hello?
Hello?
There we go! I've been having problems with the video broadcast. So yes, if someone could talk for me, please?
No.
Hello, friends.
Oh, right.
Romans,
Cat,
countrymen.
please tell us if we can be heard.
Yep,
Thumbs
we're all
up,
good.
we're good. Companion's Cry, I don't think does anything different.
Hooray!
Just an extra. Spend one more action to give your companion another action, so they can do 3 instead of 2.
That was so
That
weird.
sucks.
But
So
alright.
they can do. I mean, it means you can move them into a support position from further away.
It
Point
does,
should
yeah.
be working. Point should be working, chat.
But
It's just
with the way things like Wolf work, where you kind of want to use an action afterwards to take advantage of like the trip and stuff like that, it feels weird. Anyway, it's okay. I'm just gonna take something else.
I mean, we can still take it, but I will get back to you on a ruling with that as well.
Okay, cool.
But who remembers what happened last week? Now that
Got
we
some
have
zombies.
We
You did
kill
fight some
zombies.
You killed
It
lots
was-
of zombies.
Killed
no
lots of zombies,
consequence
and
whatsoever.
the shield marshals weren't there for some reason, and it's a big conspiracy.
Oh, what? Cops not responding to an emergency? Wow.
Big karma is involved.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much what happened. After capturing Shooma Lyserius, because apparently he might have some information and he was behind organizing the powder cake punks to go after you. You apprehended him after a little bit of jaunt through his hidden laboratory / headquarters, and you got him back to the Bullet and Barrel Saloon. Shortly thereafter, however, you were all attacked by zombies.
Can I just quickly stop you there about his hidden laboratory? It was just down the hallway.
Yeah, but it was behind it was behind a hidden door.
It was behind a door. Let's be honest now.
It was hidden.
Nah.
You had to like pull a switch and things.
That's how doors work.
Yeah, but it was a switch disguised as a spice rack.
Okay, sure. He had a fancy door, and down the hallway was his secret lab.
But he had his own little man cave. It was fine.
No wonder he didn't invent things first, and he has to steal them from other people. I have to get this all out now before it comes out of Fragile.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But yeah, no, you brought him back, and zombies attacked, and the 4 of you managed to actually stop the zombies from continuing on their rampage through Alkenstar.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was wicked easy.
But as a kind of passing note for the whole thing, you did realize that through all your travels through the city from once the zombies started attacking, you didn't see a single shield marshal.
Yes,
Hey, Cap.
this is true.
But making your way back to the Bullet and Barrel Saloon, things have quieted down and cleanup has been happening while you've been gone. Shooma is still tied to a chair in the kitchen.
That he is.
Man, he must be getting really hot under the collar.
I think he's still sleeping, according to his token.
He does have the
Just
sleepiness
taking like
going
a
on.
really long nap.
I should probably give him restrained as well, because he is tied up.
And gagged. Sorry, I'm eating.
That's all good.
I'm the worst.
What are you eating, friend?
A picnic bar? Oh, not a picnic bar. A cherry ripe.
Cherry Ripe's not better.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what you're looking for.
And restrained.
Best snack bar in the world is a Butterfinger. Mm.
No.
Mm.
A Butterfinger?
Sam says no.
I've never
I don't
had
know
a
why Sam
Butterfinger.
says no. Well, you usually go in dry then, do you?
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, I said anyway.
But yes, Phoebe and Vashan are having a discussion as to what to do with him.
Well, we should probably interrogate him, shouldn't we? Interrupting their conversation.
Well, interrogation is absolutely what's going to happen. That's
Wow.
just what's going to happen. But it's
I'm
I-
terrible
am
at
I gonna
interrogating
do it?
people.
Or do one of you want to step in and give it a shot?
I
I can
always start with the
interrogate
fingers.
him.
So I'm just terrible because you never start with the fingers.
Well,
I can interrogate him.
Really? You gonna cast that fancy friendship magic that you use that shoots sprouting rainbows and just make him your friend? We beat the shit out of him, Ariel.
But that's what the magic is for, ain't it?
I don't think that's what the magic is for, Ariel.
I believe that's what the magic is for.
All right. When you use your pseudo hypnos, roofies on somebody, like, does it work if they already hate your guts?
Gains a +4 circumstance bonus to the save if you or your allies recently threatened. How recent is recent?
he's tied
Oh,
up.
hang on, sorry.
Ariel.
Someone
He's
else was
tied
talking.
up.
Ariel, does it still work? Ariel, sweetheart, look me in the eyes and answer me. Does it still work? I don't know. I don't do magic.
I believe it. I have faith in it.
You don't know if he hates us. He might be really into it.
Into being
That's
tied up.
it.
Oh, never mind. It's you. Yeah.
Finger
Oh.
guns.
Hey.
Ooh.
Well, if you want to do it, by all means.
Ariel
I think I'll sit this one out.
will walk up to him. I love how no one else is in the kitchen where we're interrogating this man.
Oh, well, it's freedom of thought, sister. Freedom of thought.
So she is going to he's tied up, right? Sitting
Oh, yeah.
down. She sits on his lap.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And is going to cast healing lay on hands and charming touch to wake him up and hopefully charm him
Okay.
in one fell swoop.
What exactly
So-
call it fell?
You can absolutely determine if he was recently threatened or we were recently hostile to him.
Once again, I will state he is tied up to a chair.
Yeah, but like, there's a cute blonde sitting in his lap, so how bad is it?
Well, consider her as fragile who knocked him the fuck out.
Notably not the cute blonde.
Wow.
Okay, it's a +4 circumstance bonus to the save. Okay,
Gosh
well let's see how we go.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
+4 circumstance. We're gonna call it tied up. Not into it.
Not into it.
Oof. What?
That's alright.
Wow.
101.
How about we just do that?
Does
manually?
101 beat your save?
Yeah,
Matthew!
it does. How did you roll the same thing? I was like, he's gonna re-roll the 17, rolls another 17. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, but at least this time it wasn't with what, a +88, 81?
84.
84
What the hell?
for a 101.
He is unaffected, but he is also still unconscious.
No, I laid on hands,
Okay.
too.
Well, let's wake him the fuck up then.
Yeah, I wanted to wake him the fuck up first.
As he wakes, one of the first things you see is his hair ignites in flame once more.
Ariel does a slight lean back.
And he kind of goes, "Oh god, where am I? Oh,
You're in a safe place. We just have a couple of questions for you, friend.
why had it? Oh, it's you."
Tis me. So, why just send the punks after us? Is the main one? Like, what was that all about? They shot me in the back. It was not pleasant.
Well, to be fair, I sent them off to Vashin. Shooma
They
at this
shot
point
me in
has
the
not.
back.
Shooma at this point has not noticed that Vashin's on the other side of the table. His view is currently blocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Ariel is keeping it that way. Listen, are you doing dirty dealings with the shield marshals? Cause like, we can't really have that, can we?
Isn't everyone doing dirty deals with the shield marshals? If you have the money for it anyway.
No, I'm not. I'm actually currently working to screw over Loveless, as it were, and Fragile's out to get 2 apologies. And I wave at Fragile.
Fragile holds up 2 fingers to make sure he knows how many 2 is.
And you're the one who knocked me out. Awesome.
Hi!
Great.
So
Love this.
we're not dead set on, making you not have a great time with the rest of your life. But we do need some assurances that you're not gonna run off and immediately talk to Loveless and do that sort of thing, because it's really that would not be ideal. And if you have any information that might hurt Loveless, that would also be great.
Well, I will need a diplomacy check.
I'm pretty alright at those. Not an expert, but pretty alright.
He currently considers you unfriendly. Or he's currently considered unfriendly.
Diplomacy. And I'm making an impression. Let's go. Roll.
I mean, 17's
Gosh,
not too bad.
darn it. I'm not hero pointing it, so.
Look, I'm already on the outs with Loveless and Mugland. I'm not gonna do anything further to piss them off. That's just not gonna happen. I don't care how pretty you are.
I understand that. But the question is, who would you rather not piss off? Loveless, who's in some building over there, and I gesture to where the headquarters is.
Yep.
Generally. Or the lass that's in your lap with it, and she draws the mace from her belt and just sort of playfully dances it across his wrist.
Okay.
Who's the more one you don't want to? And I'm rolling intimidation for that.
Yep.
Obviously.
Wow.
Gosh
Wow.
darn it!
Matt, what have you done?
Yeah, Matt, did you make it so I can only roll 1 number and you can only roll 1 number? Because this is suspicious.
I mean, that would be
Just roll a favor check to see if you can swap the dice.
Oh no, that's fine.
Ariel?
I
Could I have a turn?
go ahead.
Ooh.
And Ariel sort of scoots over and lets Fragile plop down.
Which Fragile does, and then she just looks at him. So can you tell us?
Can
you
tell
tell
you
us?
what? He's trying his
Hey.
best to look up at the ceiling.
Hey. Can you tell us?
Tell you what.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us?
Tell you
Can you
what.
tell us? Can you tell us? Can you tell us?
I think he's gonna tell us.
Can you tell us?
Fragile. You're gonna
Hey.
tell us, right?
Hey,
Yeah?
can you tell us?
Oh god.
Hey.
Fragile.
What?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Hmm.
Ariel, do you want
Can
to aid on this?
I would love to aid. I'm aiding with diplomacy. We will do an aid with diplomacy.
Hey, can I not get that aid actually?
I'll hero point that, honestly.
You got a hero point and aid check.
I mean, I don't want to take down Nick. I'll let me sink, but Nick, that's a successful aid.
That is a successful aid. And geez, Nick, what is with you in these diplomacy checks? It's always the dumbest fucking shit.
I am a diplomat, so what can I say?
Yeah, dispel hostility.
Yeah. It's a long-running thing, and it remains. Look. Oh god, this is so awkward. So, what did you want to know?
But can you tell us?
I'll be honest, Matt, it has been like a week since we last played. I'm pretty sure we just want to know, like, what he's dealing with Loveless.
I mean, that was
But
pretty
I'm
much the
not
big question.
certain of that. Okay.
What is the association with Mugland and Loveless is? What he was actually doing in his laboratory? But that was pretty obvious.
So can you tell us?
Yeah, tell us about your dealings with Loveless and Mugland.
Well, look, after the display that asshole put on, Mugland hired a bunch of people to try to reverse engineer the formula.
And why is he want that?
I'm not 100% sure. I know he asked me to see if I could contact some of my old friends.
And I don't need you to be 100%, dearie. Just your best guess.
He was trying to get a hold of people in Geb and Nex.
That's where the zombies come from.
He wanted me to talk to my old diplomatic contacts, but I've been on the outs with them for a while, but I managed to swing something.
And what'd you swing?
Well, see, I really don't want to say, because...
Can you tell us?
He kind of glances over to Phoebe, who's just slowly reloading her blunderbuss.
I hero pointed this check, Matt.
Can you tell us? Can you tell us? Can
Look,
you tell us?
Muglin's put a lot of money up for making sure this Pyronite stuff goes his way, so he can sell it to the highest bidder.
And so what were your contacts for?
Well, no one in Alkenstar would have that much money, but Geb and Nex...
Thank you for your cooperation.
Tell us?
And you just hired the powder keg punks to try to steal the formula then?
I mean, my Lyzerium is already well on the way to being well developed.
Are sure it is, sweetie?
And this is the point where Vashon we hear him scoff loudly. But, yes, look, Mugland was after the Pyronite. If I could get a hold of Vashon, then I could get the recipe, get it all sorted, and I'd get the deal. I'd get the money.
Well, thank you for your cooperation.
Now, I have one last question that's very important.
Yeah?
Okay, so there are these two guys, and they like this hole, but one of them really doesn't like the hole. What's the deal?
I'm not there. Fuck, I'm not there. So many good answers.
I'm sorry, what?
Right? It's impossible. No one could answer it.
There's two guys in a whole what?
Dunk, you're an idiot.
Thank you so much.
And Ariel sort of bends towards him, getting way too close for comfort in his face, and she's like, "You've been a massive help." And then she turns and she walks away.
Well,
Oh, hey, look, Vashin.
finally revealing, that Vashin is there. He just
Yeah.
kind of stands up, leans over, and just goes, "Medium talent," and then leaves the room.
That's all.
Yeah, he's pretty mid.
Honestly, yeah. Alchemist, pretty mid.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Is that a spicy take I hear?
Honestly, I've not even looked at Alchemist.
Alchemist super useful.
They are super good, but they are the most complex of the basic classes.
Oh yeah.
And I thought Oracle was really complex.
Yeah, but that's an advanced class. It's fine. But what is everyone else doing while that conversation is going on?
I'm drinking.
Drinking? That's easy.
Yeah, I'm not doing
I
much.
would have been.
Wasted.
I would have been repairing Heinrich.
Which is fine. Well, what you do with the evening is up to you. If you want to discuss further with the whole thing about the shield marshals missing, you can. Phoebe might have some further insight on that. Or you can just ask around the bar and see what other people think. That's up to you. Otherwise, you can just let the night pass.
I would like to discuss with the party what on earth we're doing with this guy we have now. 'Cause
Looking
we
for
just have
bounty.
a guy.
Yeah, I thought we discussed this. Whichever organization is offering the highest price for his head, we hand him to them. Is there an issue?
I mean, I'm just not quite comfortable, with
I don't
the
understand what
whole,
the issue is. Will you
like,
please explain to me?
selling people thing. It's
We're not selling him. He has done bad things. People are willing to pay money
guess.
for men who have done bad things.
I guess.
Punk looks well pleased with himself. He has like a dumb, smug smile on.
We are
Like a
being
really,
rewarded for
really
his
dumb-
apprehension.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
technically
What
doing a law
Hinkler said.
thing.
Ariel,
What?
give me a law city. Or a city
Yeah,
law
I'll
check.
give you a city lore check. I'm not that good at those, but it's
That's
a
okay.
very
We
specific
roll 'em anyway.
lore.
It is a specific law check, and that will be enough.
I'd
You'd-
imagine.
Technically speaking, the worship of Norgabur is outlawed in Alkenstar. And he did have a whole ass temple there.
Oh, he worshipped Norgor. I forgot to ask about that. I'll bring it up later.
He's a noble
sure.
bitch.
Uh,
Choo choo, by the way, everyone.
Norgabur, undeath guy, right? Right? No,
the
that's
god
Urga
of-
Thewa.
Norgabur is the god of secrets, assassinations, and poisons.
Edgy boy god.
Oh, and city coups.
And badly fought out city coups, yes.
Okay. Cool.
So yes,
That's outlawed.
at the very least, he could be brought in for that. Considering
Brought
how...
into who? The shield marshals that hate us?
No, the Church of Brigh.
I can take him to the shield marshals.
I
They don't hate me.
The
I
shield
mean, they don't
marshals...
hate me either if I'm wearing a disguise, but irrelevant.
Well, you have two options. You have the shield marshals, and then yes, you can apply to get recompense for it or compensation for your efforts. Because Alkenstar does not have the forces in the shield marshals to completely police the area, so they do employ bounty hunters. The gangs in Alkenstar sometimes do double duty as both outlaws and bounty hunters. Depending on, how many people they've pissed off, especially within the shield marshals. Otherwise, you can either try to turn him over to one of the temples, which may or may not have do anything with him, or you could just turn him over to the civil authorities. And that would just be bypassing the shield marshals. But it would mean taking him to Skyside.
I mean, I can get on Skyside, and I can just pay that one guy who drives a boat.
Who slowly drives a boat across the river.
I'm
Yeah.
sure if we tried the regular way again, we'd get in because we're better now.
I like
I
that
will-
everyone's not sure.
I'm just not sure if, like, selling him is the best way to go. I mean, it's not...
Look, if you think about it as selling him, then yes, it is a terrible thing. However, like, I'm a mercenary, Tonk, a scientist guy's weird, and you're some kind of paladin. We're a weird bunch to begin with a lot of various morals and things that we need. We need money.
We do need money.
And he is a bad guy.
And he is a bad dude.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
I mean, we haven't seen him do
What the
anything.
fuck do you mean? What do you mean? We talked to the bartender. The bartender in Hillside.
Oh, Don, we
Said
talked to a
Shooma was a
bartender.
right asshole. What?
Let's put it this way. My plans for tomorrow are to groom Bradley and to maybe get her hair
No.
done.
Now, hang on,
So-
sweetheart.
I don't know what your plans are.
I think you might need to. Are we still doing Phrasenhinkle?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool. Carry on then.
Okay.
So she's gonna go groom Bradley and then get a mani-pedi. What are you doing, Fragile?
Today, I'm gonna find out who has the biggest reward for the guy, and tomorrow I'm handing him over.
Okay,
Isn't
sounds
it,
good.
isn't
I'll
it
come
like
with.
evening now?
It is evening
Yeah,
now.
but that's when all us low life type C's are out. So
I
it's
thought
probably best to head out now.
Ariel was talking about her plans for tomorrow.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
but you
just
mentioned the word
information
grooming and-
gathering today.
Tonk thought you were strange. The only grooming Tonk knows. Well, Tonk knows two types of groomings. One of them, I really hope Ariel's not a fan of. So, and the other one Tonk does alone in his
What?
bedroom late at night.
I just love the idea that Tonk has fur.
Mm-hmm.
And he also knows that the horse does not have opposable thumbs.
All my animals are smart enough to clean themselves. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you trained that thing wrong.
Hey, we could probably get
Be wild whispers
opposable
on
thumbs.
In the
whispers on the end of the
In the
bar liquor or
background, everyone hears a large bang emanating from the like the back room of the bar, and Whisper walks out like fucking Wile E. Coyote, all singed and like blackened, and then walks out the door. See, he'll be fine by morning. He does that himself.
Well, you guys can do what you like tomorrow, but that's what I am
Uh-huh.
doing.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
And Ariel is going to hit the bar for the rest of the evening, probably. Get some sweet drinks.
Well, basic beers and spirits have been comped for you tonight, or for all of you tonight, for your job well done and all your good work.
Iconic. Then she's making great use of that.
But what does anyone else want to do with their evening?
This guy.
You want to do that guy for the evening?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see how alcohol poisoned she is. Let's pull up the poison page for alcohol.
It'll be a fortitude save. Tonk, what are you doing that evening? Just drinking as well?
No, I think I'm actually gonna go and hang out with Hinkle if he doesn't mind, and just kind of watch him doing repairs, how he messes with things.
I will
I'll
be
probably-
building a pepper box.
Cool. I'm gonna watch him do that, and I'll probably,
And
ask some
fucking
questions
balls.
about how Oh, look at
Oh.
that. I'll
She's
probably ask you
hammering
questions.
it back all night.
Nice.
No, you got to
I'll
roll one
probably-
for each thing you drink.
Oh dear God.
They're all individual, sure. I'll have some questions about spring-loaded things, and I'm gonna have a look at his Thunderstone, and
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
just
taking
generally-
a look at his Thunderstone,
just
eh?
generally consider
God.
inhumane applications for most of the things in this workshop.
Yeah.
You get
look,
no moral qualms from Hinkle.
yeah, look, Hinkle, I get the feeling is very much about the science.
Yeah, sure.
Not
The-
not completely detached from ethics and stuff like that, but there's definitely some gray vibes going on there.
Mm-hmm.
He enjoys the hypothetical discovery, but still has enough of a conscience not to always have to act on it.
Yes.
Oh, I love this. Then the entire night, Tonk is just asking questions like, what velocity would this have to move at to pass through a human skull? And Hinkle goes, oh, well, you see, actually, I was practicing on a corpse the other week. And then Hinkle will kind of steer him into, like, how many different nails do you have to drive through someone's stomach to completely incapacitate them? And Hinkle will go like, well, you see, I was practicing on this sheep the other week. And Tonk's just taking notes, and Hinkle's loving the hypotheticals. 100%.
It's just concerning as to why he's asking these questions.
Are you concerned, or are you
Ariel
just happy to have
is-
a person
Is
to
making
like
No,
control your
with
Sam's
the
rhythm?
concerned.
spider.
Oh, Sam is concerned. Sam should know why I'm asking these questions, don't you?
No.
Oh, you don't know
Well-
what your level 4 ranger feat list looks like, then, do you, my friend?
Nope.
Time for war crime.
I honestly think this entire conversation was a bit of a trap.
How?
Hey! Can I redeem a villain point? You know what? I'm gonna give you a villain point for that. I'm gonna log into Twitch just so I can give you. Oh, look at that! As soon as I type in TW on my keyboard, it auto-completes. Twitch.tv/Tabletop Obscura, considering you're the only Twitch stream I've ever watched.
Mine's
You'd
just
love to
tea.
see it. Ugh, I really should watch more Twitch streams. But
How much time?
You
Is
will
there
have
6
overhead.
hours worth of time to spend?
yes.
Oh, sweet. Okay, I'll spend a day's worth of crafting time.
If you were kind of officially going into downtime, so if you want to, have a think about what you want to do over the next couple of days before the next, plot lines start to really fire off,
Finish building this fucking pistol.
I think you will have more than enough time to do that.
Awesome.
I
Right.
get a villain point.
How much time do we get to spend?
Well, you'll roughly get about 4 days for downtime stuff.
Oh, so not a week.
Not a full week, no.
Bummer.
But
Downtime activities.
the next day, one of the things that is coming up, Ariel will be busy. So, what does everyone else want to do with Shooma? Because I believe that was the insinuation.
That was the insinuation. Glad you picked up what I was putting down.
I'm gonna go to the cops.
I'm gonna come with you. Just to stop you from getting into too much trouble.
I have never once gotten into trouble inside.
I will
the city.
say, if Tonk wanted the hat on loan, Ariel would give it to him.
Does someone want to go
Okay.
out and sell the pistols and such? And the muskets?
Yeah,
I thought
think
you were gonna
Matt will-
scrap those.
Scrapping them is expensive and not as an efficient use of time. I have discovered.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
If you don't mind, Miss Smithfield, I'd be happy to borrow your hat. How does it work again?
So you just imagine the sort of disguise you want to put on, and then you take the hat off, and then you put it back on.
Okay. Now, oh, this is a bit embarrassing. Imagine.
Visualize in your mind.
Sweetheart, I need you to use less of them 20-buck words.
Sometimes when
Uh-huh.
your brain has pictures in it,
Uh-huh.
do that for how you want to disguise yourself?
Oh, like a hunter's blind.
Sure, and she passes him the hat.
All right, cool. I turn into a ghillie suit.
Yeah, fair enough. It's like the full foliage suit. Yeah, that was fine.
Let's go ahead and what's it's deception, right? For
Yeah.
disguise?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
cool. Let's go ahead and
that's
go ahead and do this. Yep.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. If you get my hat confiscated, I'm gonna have so much beef with you.
Is this what I need to look like?
Hinkle now has magical crafting, so
Generally, you want to look more like something that the guards won't find suspicious.
All right, cool. I turn into Ariel.
Do you turn into just Ariel, or Ariel wearing a guard uniform?
I turn into Ariel with like weirdly spiky clothing. Not revealing, just obviously vaguely BDSM themed.
I
Oh shit, sorry. I think I was imaginifying this one earlier. Give me a second. And I turn into a normal looking human with like a big overcoat on.
that's good.
Okay, cool.
So, Fragile, are you doing anything for disguise?
No.
You're not even gonna do your mustache?
No.
Not even
Alright.
the I'm not fragile shirt?
No, because I want the cops to know that I am in fact fragile.
Fair.
All right, well we're going together, right?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
All right.
Sorry, that was probably a harsh whistle. I'll
That wasn't
pull
too bad,
over
actually.
I'll pull over Trigger. Trigger's come with me, and Trigger needs a rest. Trigger does not seem to want to rest, no matter what I do.
We also have 2 triggers again.
Yeah, that's because we're on this screen, and one of them has just got to get deleted. There we go.
It's okay. I don't mind deleting animals. What?
Wow, clip it, somebody.
Actually, you know what? This is a waste of time. I'm gonna take the hat of disguise off of myself and place it on Trigger's head. And Trigger becomes a ridiculously like frou-frou flamingo with like a monocle, a top hat, and a small little like black and yellow cane clutched in like underneath one wing, and then he will sit majestically on my shoulder.
Trigger already has a monocle.
Trigger does already have a monocle, yes.
Now he has 2 monocles. He's extra fancy.
2 monocles. Yes, that's so much better. Thank you.
Okay.
2 monocles.
So, rules as written. This should not work, but I'm
I
going to
know,
allow it.
I'm aware. It doesn't matter. It doesn't like.
It
there's
doesn't
no
matter.
benefit whatsoever.
I mean,
It doesn't matter until people start recognizing him as some kind of brand mascot for smoking.
Benson's taste good, like a cigarette should. Yabba dabba doo.
So, going to the Shield Marshal's headquarters in Smokeside.
Yep.
So, anything special about your approach? Or you're
Nope.
just gonna kick in the door? No, kick in the
Fragile,
door.
how are we doing this? We going in through the back or from underneath? How are we getting in there?
I think they just have a door.
What?
What? Then she just walks through the front door.
Oh shit! Fragile, come back!
What up?
And who's got Shooma?
And I'll run after her. No one, neither of us has Shooma. Ariel's got Shooma. He's back. Wait, do we have Shooma with us?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I don't think we do, right?
That's up to you. Because the idea was to turn him in for money, but if you're just
Okay.
trying to get a quote,
But we'll back up a little bit. If we tell the cops we have him, then they'll come for him at our hideout. So we should
Exactly.
probably take
I
him.
think. No. I think we just tell the cops that we're looking for bounties within the city, looking for people
how
who've
much
got money
is an
on them.
Orgabite worth?
Exactly. Yeah. How much are various unsavory parties worth? And we'll slip Norgabite into that list. And see what they say.
Sure, okay.
Get a quote.
Yep.
For a person.
Get a
Not
quote.
slavery.
Uh-huh.
It's not slavery.
I
It's
live
a
in
bounty.
Australia now. What do you want from me? I live in Australia now. I have to get a quote for everything, otherwise I get gypped.
No, that is very
Duh.
true.
Actually, I have to get 4.
I'm gonna walk in to what I assume like reception.
Yep.
Yep. Hi. How much do you guys charge for Shomer Lysarius? And
I'm sorry,
like,
ma'am, you're gonna have
slow
to-
double blink.
You're gonna have to kind of wind that back a little bit.
Okay, we want money.
Okay. I want money too.
Cool. Well, do you want to help us out?
I'm sorry. Who are you, ma'am?
The
I'm
worst decision
Fragile,
we've ever
and
made.
Fragile the Fox, and that's my friend. Oh. Well, my friend Tonk usually has a vulture, but I don't know this guy. He is a flamingo.
That
Read at your service, sir.
okay. All right. So, what was your query?
How much is one Shomer Lysarius, please?
God damn
We
it.
don't sell people here.
Okay.
Sorry, my friend's a little bit strange. What my friend here means to say is that we're looking for work in the city, and we had heard rumors that you all might be willing to pay money for certain unscrupulous individuals turned into your doorstep.
Named
Aye.
Shomer Lysarius.
Well, the individual in question, we had heard he might be a Norgabite, and we were wondering what that might be worth to y'all as a bounty, so to speak.
Okay. Well, we don't have a Shooma Lysarius as one of our most wanted.
Okay.
Give me a
Who are
minute
your
though.
most wanted?
What about
Okay,
like
yep.
kinda wanted?
Ariel Smithfield. Is Ariel Smithfield on your list?
If necessary, we can go to one of the fancier cop stores if that helps.
How about Vash? Is he on your list? Hinkle. There's a fellow named Hinkle in town. He on your list?
Capital District, maybe?
He's trying to write these down as quickly as possible. He's like, hey, slow down. I need to
Alright,
check
cool.
files. Our most wanted is on the board over there, but they're all probably a little bit too much for you.
I'm gonna look around for that one cop that I took on a date.
Perception check. As our desk sergeant kind of ducks off into a back room.
I'm pretty sure I was disguised as a kobold during the heist.
I believe you were as well. Fragile, you do not see him.
Aw.
He is not present whatsoever.
This sucks. It's boring. I don't like waiting.
A couple
there-
of minutes pass.
Is there a bell on his desk?
There is a bell on his desk.
Radical.
You just gotta hit the bell.
Just every few seconds, yeah.
Eventually, he comes out and he goes, okay, so, Hinkle. I've only got one Hinkle on file. Yes, he is wanted. I also have a Ariel Smithfield on record as well. Also wanted. And
How wanted, Matt?
you're not
What's
there.
What's my bounty?
You're not
Is there
there.
Fragile the Fox?
Wanted for a night out.
Fragile the Fox, I'd have to go and check.
Okay, cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't need to do that. I'm gonna use stealth to thump.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand on her foot as hard as I can.
Ow!
Nope, I also reach over and cover your mouth.
Mm.
Keep going, sir. How about a Norgabite?
Okay, you said Shooma Lysarius.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he is wanted.
Hmm.
Can you put a number to that?
100 gold pieces for his head.
Whoa!
Wait,
So much money.
what about alive?
What about the rest of him?
No, that is alive.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Alright.
Cool. Well, we'll see if we track him to anybody else that's kind of active in the city that you're looking for. Big names.
Big names. Whoa.
Opens notes. This one and then this one. Cool.
We are looking for a Paizo.
Paizo. Okay. How do you spell that? I ain't too good with the names.
Ass name.
Pettingzoo.
Incorrect.
Palzu.
That's how I had it. Cool. Nice. Always fun. Anybody else?
Palazu.
You got a description for this Paizo? Anything we might need to know to track him down?
Null. He's been doing some slave driving out in the Manor Wastes.
You have reason to believe he's in the city?
Well, they gotta come back to the city at some point, don't they? You can't just live out in the Manor Wastes. That way lies death.
Fair enough. Anybody else in particular?
All the rest of it are... They're subjects of interest, but we're not accepting bounties from the public forum.
All right, wonderful. Well, we'll see if we hear about this Shooma guy and about this Paizo guy, and hopefully we'll be back here bringing you somebody that you'd rather have locked up.
Good. Glad to hear it.
All right, you have a Miss Fragile, and I remove my hand. Unless you
I've
have
already
anything else to
bitten
ask. Yeah, that's okay. Roll your bite attack and see
I
if
did.
it penetrates my AC. Oh, it did. Shit. I had my notes open. I couldn't see the roll bar. I'll take 6 damage.
Is that? Hang on. Is that a bite or is that a tongue tickle?
Yeah, that'd
Yeah,
be a
if you got a bite attack, if you don't have a bite attack listed in
I
your
love
stat
how
block, I ain't taking shit.
Heinrich and Trigger all took damage.
Oh my god. I had too many things
Wait,
highlighted.
how did Heinrich take damage?
Because I had
Poor
them
Heinrich.
highlighted.
Why are you highlighting Heinrich?
I didn't mean to.
What's the bounty on Fragile the Fox?
No. I push her out the door.
Oh,
You idiot!
no.
Why would you ask that?
Because I want to know who wants
Now
me.
we're not. Now you're not going to be able to turn in the goddamn bounty. I'm going to have to look his dumb ass over here.
I'll be able to do it, don't worry.
No.
I'm a mercenary. I've done this
Why are
before.
you such an idiot sometimes?
Because, what do you mean sometimes? I'm an idiot all the time.
Sometimes you're brilliant.
Nah, that's just what... Have you ever played one of those games where if the number goes up too high, it resets to 0?
Oh, I love that
No.
game.
That's what happens to my brain sometimes.
This makes a lot of sense.
It makes too much sense. I hate it.
Hey, Fragile, look at the dong on that guy. And then
Where?
Anybody here seen NCIS?
Yes?
You know what Gibbs does to Denozo? Like cuffs him on the back of the head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I point it that way, Fragile looks and I cuff her on the back of the head. And then we head home.
I mean, I assume we just collect the guy and go straight back, right?
Yeah, but you can't come in this time because they're gonna be looking for you.
They're not gonna be looking for me.
They're gonna be looking for you.
They're not gonna be... Fine, I put on the hat that says I am not fragile. There. Happy?
Nope.
Perfectly disguised.
Damn it.
This guy's
Whisper.
in every way.
Whisper tries to jump you, but I assume you just kind of sidestep him. Bummer.
So,
Yeah, no, it would.
taking him back?
Yeah, we're taking him back.
Well, there are a couple more shield marshals in the lobby when you return.
I'm surprised you didn't
Okay.
even go to the church for this one.
Is
Gosh,
It is it my guy? Is my guy in there?
Well, like I said, specifically, your guy is nowhere to be found.
Man,
Did
I
he
wish I
get fired?
I gotta ask about him now, except I don't remember his name.
That's what happens when you have a different fella in your bed every night, Fragile.
Isn't his name Kyle?
But look at Mr. One Feller every night. Some of us have to deal with 2 or 3. Geez, get with it, Grandpa.
Tonk just kind
Wow.
of like recoils and then like hangs his head and kind of sulks. Like the big fucking baby that he is.
Shira just kind of snickers.
He's not smart enough to think of a comeback.
Hey, so we have this guy, and also I'm looking for another guy. Not this guy, though.
The desk
I'm looking
sergeant
for a
kind
shield
of
marshal.
You take Shooma up to the front desk, and he goes, "Okay, so this is Shooma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one thing at a time." He pulls out a form and he goes, "I'll need one of you to fill this out."
Done.
Yeah. You want to
put
do
a
it? Sure,
big-
you go ahead.
I put a big X on there.
No, absolutely not.
It's not just a signature. There's like you have to, what were the circumstances of the apprehension? That
I
kind
toss
of
it
thing.
to Tonk.
Yeah.
I'll fill it out.
There we go.
And I don't think anybody's kind of gotten this non-joke yet. But at the bottom of the page, I put my signature, which is like a big. It says T Reed, for like treed.
Yeah.
But the T is like a tree. You know what I mean?
Aw.
Aww.
Yeah. I don't think anybody.
So funny.
It's not really a non-joke. You know what I mean? I just thought somebody might put it together. Like I'm a ranger, tree.
Yeah,
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get it. I
Thank
think
you.
it's
We get
Isn't
jokes.
isn't that what Fragile does of an evening?
Gets treed. Well,
I don't know if
someone's
that's
definitely.
I don't know if that's
someone
a thing,
defi-
but it probably is.
Someone definitely gets all up in her bush, so to speak. But
Oh,
that's not
wow.
quite the same.
my god.
Plenty
And
of,
she's
plenty
a
of
furry as well, so it's we're talking
Plenty
of
70s
inch of an
afro
evening.
here.
Moving on.
So anyway,
Now, the desk sergeant turns back to you, Fragile, and goes, "Okay, now you're looking for a shield marshal. We got plenty around here. Are you reporting a crime, or is this something else?"
nah, he went to a nightclub with me, and then I lost him, and I was just checking in on him. He's kind of
Okay.
cute.
I'm
Do you
gonna.
have a
I
name?
saw this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a look
Fragile.
in the crowd.
You
Do
two
I
do
spot
not
him?
see him.
God fucking damn it, Nick.
Anyway, that's so.
God.
Sorry, we
I
have to
think
find
I
out his
make
name and
half
come
these
back.
jokes just so Sam gets annoyed at me.
Hey, I equally hate and love this character so much.
Hey man, we decided collectively to have 3 brain cells, and you got 2 of them most of the time.
Yeah.
So,
Heinrich's got the other one.
no, Heinrich has an intelligence of 2. Tonk has the other one most of
No,
the time.
Heinrich
funnily
has an
enough.
intelligence of 4.
What? I'm so offended right now.
All
Ariel,
right,
Listen,
Razor.
you're
Sweetheart.
the competent one, don't worry.
Yeah, you don't need the brain cell.
You do have the face,
Thank you.
but you finish filling out the paperwork, and he looks it over and goes, "Well, this all seems to be in order. Of course, we'll have to, check over the place and everything else like that, but we are somewhat familiar with Shooma, so." He grabs a lockbox, fills up a small canvas bag, and passes it over to you. 50 gold pieces for his head.
You said 100.
I did too. And he tops it up.
Wow. He tried to shortchange us.
He absolutely did.
And he got
Wow.
stopped by Fragile.
Just a quick one.
Man, who knew the
Okay.
token guard spread so wide?
Oh, look, I think we've firmly established that the shield marshals on Smoke Side, at the very least, aren't exactly on the, aren't upstanding citizens.
Yeah, they tend to sit down a lot.
So about the shield marshal?
Yeah, you're gonna have to help me out there, man.
Okay, so I took him on a date to a nightclub, and then I met a monkey, and I went on a date with a monkey instead of the shield marshal. And so the shield marshal probably went home, and I don't know what happened after that. So I'm just trying to find out.
Okay, do you know his name?
Ariel does, but she's at home.
Yeah.
Juliet
Fragile-
doesn't, but
Fragile,
Ariel
did you fuck that
does.
monkey?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Was he useless?
What?
Nothing.
So anyway, I'm not good with names.
Okay. Yeah, I can't help you out there. Unless you got a name or something, and then I can probably ask around.
He
I think
had a
it's probably
friend.
best we just go. We're gonna. No, I'm sure either Ariel or Hinkle remembers the name.
You
Do
two
you
have a nice
mind if
day
I
now.
just have like a little look around?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope,
hell
we're
no.
going. Nope, we're going. Have a nice day, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Teh. No.
I just grab you by
Saw
the
that
ear and
self-roll.
start dragging.
Did you really use a hero point on that?
Yeah, dog.
I'd like to point
That-
out you still need to hide.
That does not beat my passive perception.
She just ducks down behind the desk.
And I grab you. I will hero point this shit if I have to. Don't have to. Come here, bitch. You're grabbed.
You know that thing where you look like you're walking downstairs behind a counter?
Yeah.
That's what Fragile does.
In
Just,
plain
like,
view.
start dragging her away.
You might consider taking her to a doctor or something there. Or something. Anything. But you have handed over Shooma Lyserius and you have gotten your money for it.
Nice.
By the way, you guys did blindfold him when you took him out of our house.
Not in the least.
God damn it.
Yeah, and they also gave all of our names whilst in the building in front of them.
I know. Their shield marshals are gonna break up our house.
It's fine, right? It's
Well,
fine.
as long as Shooma didn't read the nameplate, we'll be right.
Are you good to go back by yourself, Tonk? Gonna take that as a tacit agreement.
So, what is your plan, Fragile?
Go to the market where I've met him like twice
Yep.
and check around there.
Alright, give me a perception check. Unfortunately, you do not see him. You do see a couple of shield marshals kind of out and about, but you do not recognize them.
That's okay. I'll probably just spend the rest of the day trying to do that.
Oh, good. Hinkle, you're crafting things, aren't you?
I'm building my gun.
You're building your gun?
Is this a new day for the purposes of thing?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I will do another crafting check then.
Do that crafting thing. You must
No,
be
it-
nearly complete on it.
It is no. You made me build the elements separately, Matt.
Oh, because the rune has to be separate from the pepper box itself. Yeah.
Well, no, not that. You made me build them separately because the gun costs a bunch.
Wow.
There's no way I can get someone to aid me with this, is there?
I mean, I can give you the chance, a 50-50 chance on whether I fail or critical fail with a 5% chance of succeeding.
So that would probably be a
That's-
no.
It's not helpful.
I've got a +0.
Oh, can I get Vashin to help me?
You can get Vashin to help you.
Sweet. You want to roll an aid check for Vashin? Surely
do
he's a
that.
master at crafting.
If not legendary.
Oh,
No, he's not going to be legendary.
you want to see the awkward part?
Vashin, you useless prick.
Wow.
That is not
Why does-
accurate. He will automatically aid you. He's an NPC,
Okay.
so he doesn't have a full stat block.
Oh.
He
Nice.
has
You'd
the
think they'd at
civilian
least
special.
spec out his crafting, considering his whole thing is he is an alchemist.
He is a legendary
Ooh.
alchemist.
Yeah.
I don't think the DC is 20 for this item. Weapon potency, DC 16. Nope, that's a critical success.
That is absolutely a critical success.
Nearly a double critical success.
Only double criticals actually existed.
Success. Oh! Fuck.
But while you're working that out, what is everyone else doing with the next couple of days?
Well, Ariel would love to hear how it went. And if there's anything she should be concerned about.
Ariel.
Like maybe her
Ariel,
name being told
Ariel,
to the guards.
Ariel.
Aye?
So we went to give up the one guy for money.
Aye?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then they didn't know anything about the guy that I went on a date with. And I've been trying to find him and I can't.
Miss
You mean
Smithfield?
his name that I definitely Ariel would remember. Ariel's has a better memory than Juliet.
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, that's a shame
That's
that
a
Juliet
shame.
didn't write it down in character.
That's a bummer. Can't expect the DM
Matt?
to do all your record keeping for you.
16
No.
gossip lore.
No, that's a fail by level.
That is a fail by level.
It's with a
Yes.
lore
Keep notes.
though. Why
If you
do
care
I
enough
have to
about
keep
it, keep notes.
of Fragile's boyfriend?
I
have
mean,
no
I've
idea.
got
Fragile
fucking
would
notes.
do it.
I've got fucking notes on Dan. Dan was the dude who sold us the fucking jerky in like the second episode.
dubious Dan. I do like him.
Dubious Dan. He's the spicy man.
I mean, that's just because he's cool.
What was the name of the guy in Hellside who owned the coffee shop, the smoke hole?
Tony, obviously.
Oh, she got it.
You think I wouldn't have written that down? The sweet
Yes.
coffee shop?
Hmm. All
I
right.
remember that.
Fragile just yells out
Uh,
the name Gary and then leaves.
Okay, I'm
There
gonna
we go.
sidle up to Ariel and be like, yeah, Fragile totally sold you and Hinkle out to the cops, by the way. They're definitely on the lookout for you now. They have bounties for you and everything.
Alright, well, I'm gonna
And I
go
pass
try
you your
to
hat
do
back.
damage control on that, and she takes the hat and she puts it on, and she changes her hair to be brunette and is in a uniform.
Yep.
And is in a shield marshal uniform, and she walks out to go to their headquarters.
Okay, great.
Once again, in Smokeside or Skyside?
Smokeside headquarters.
Okay.
The ones that were talked to would be
Does
the...
anyone come and tell Hinkle?
Yeah, I'm coming.
I mean, Ariel's going to do damage control.
Hinkle, you there, brother? Knock knock.
Yeah, assist.
Just wanted to let you know that Fragile done. I don't remember. It's pested, vacuumed. No, dived. One of them newfound Hinkle words.
Hinkle
Doxed.
West, I like that.
Fragile doxed you. I think that's the right usage for that word.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, man. She was just crazy. She was naming names and asking all the wrong kinds of questions. But yeah, the shield marshals are totally on the lookout for you now.
This is not very nice of her.
No, it's not. But me, I didn't say a word, friend.
-1
But-
rep with Fragile rep -1 with Hinkle. Tonk rep +1 with Hinkle.
Just gonna throw Fragile into the cot. That's
But
fine.
I did pull her out of there before she did too much damage. So they definitely don't know where we are. Probably.
Oh, it's very good. Fuck.
Also, they have somebody on their books named Paizo. He's an old who's been doing some slave driving out in the MWs. And they've got money on him. Oh, also here. And I passed you 25 gold.
Yay! +25 gold. Matt, can I Rules is written.
Yep.
Overworking is gonna cost me a lot of risk. Oh, but even if I fail, I'll still do it. Give me a sec.
Oi.
Just gonna pull up the heroic crafting PDF to check the overworking rules because I'm
Okay.
1.2 gold out.
Bickle. Well, while you're doing that, was anyone joining Ariel on this?
Ariel was planning to go alone.
Okay. Well, if you're going alone, you'll show up And this is when I have to ask, what is your deception modifier?
My deception modifier. It is
Or your
pretty
deception
frickin-
DC?
It's pretty good. It's 22.
22 for your deception DC. Okay.
Yeah, I'm expert.
You know what? There's no rule. As long as I just do another one, I can pay the difference.
Oh, fair enough then.
So that'll
Is
be my gun complete.
Loveless there?
You know, I've been flipping cards to see whether Loveless is there or not, and so far she has not been. But, what is your approach? Because there is the desk sergeant.
Yeah, I'll walk right up to him and go, "Hey, Sergeant, I'm gonna need to see your files. I'm just coming from Skyside. We've got word on a heist that happened a couple weeks back, and we think you guys might have some files on some suspects that we've been looking into, and I'd like to just see your file room."
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific on that one, ma'am.
They have a file room, right?
Yeah, no, ma'am, the heist.
Man, these
you know,
notes would come in real handy right now, wouldn't
breaking
they?
into of Vashan Gattlby's house, there was a whole thing. We're looking into it. We're doing some following up investigation, and we'd like to sort of look over your files.
All right, give me a deception check.
Yeah, I'm good at these.
So.
I'm good at these.
That's a
You're
success.
gonna re-roll.
I do
you gonna
not
leave
have a
it?
hero point, Matt.
Chat did
Gotta
give
leave it.
people...
Consequences of your actions. No, you got a hero point, man.
Oh, I did get a hero point. No,
Tinkle, Tonk, and Ariel got hero points.
Yeah. Fragile did not get a hero point.
That's
Oh,
how
no.
D4 goes.
Lucetius.
Plutos. But-
I'm not gonna re-roll it. I'm gonna let it sit.
All right. He goes, well, I mean, you Skyside folks have a habit of coming over here and demanding a lot of things of us. You wouldn't have to have any paperwork to that effect, would you?
Good guard. Good guard.
Gonna roll my eyes,
Yep.
and I'm gonna be like,
You gonna push
you know,
it? You should
I'm
totally
gonna,
let her push it.
I'm gonna go
Arrested.
back, and I'm gonna go get paperwork to get these files, and then I'm gonna get paperwork to, just if I happen to meet anyone that inconveniences me on my mission, I'll have the
This
paperwork
sounds like a push, Matt.
to file a complaint against them.
This sounds like an intimidate. That's what it sounds
That
like.
does sound like an intimidate, and I will roll it.
It sounds like a professional intimidation.
I will re-roll that. God.
There we go.
There we go.
He,
I do outrank him.
he looks agitated, angry. There's a bit of a lip bite that kind of goes on as he's kind of choking back some choice words. And he goes, give me 1 second, ma'am.
Thank you.
He's gone for a minute or two, and he comes back with a file.
Ariel will scan the room for Fragile's dear boy.
All right, give me a perception check.
Roll it.
You do not see him.
Okay. I mean, I'm not very good at those, so.
He eventually comes back with a folder, though. He goes, this is the case file for Vashan Galaby. We do not have a duplicate copy of it, so if you could peruse it to your leisure here, so that we can get it back and continue our investigations in peace.
Yeah, Ariel's gonna look over the file.
Yep.
Does it have any suspects listed?
It does have a couple of suspects written.
Who are they?
Particularly notes left by Loveless, naming, well, the four of you.
Nice!
But there was just a kobold.
Oh
I
no,
don't think
this
we have
was
to
for
have it at this stage anymore.
this was for Vash and Gattleby's house.
Yeah, I know.
this was his house.
This is long after that.
Can I get the files on these suspects as well?
I mean, give me a diplomacy check. I will give you a +1 circumstance bonus for this.
+1 rank.
Kind of works.
25?
He rolls his eyes and goes, "One moment." Once again, gone for a couple of minutes before he returns with the files. Now, our commander has different files on these four. She's taken something of a personal interest in them. You understand?
Yeah.
But these are the records that we have.
Alright. And Ariel will peruse them, see how accurate they are, see how hot on the trail they are of us.
Reasonably accurate. They know that you're hiding somewhere in Smokeside. They just don't know where.
Yeah.
Give me a society check.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm an expert in that, so
Well, let's hope it works out for you.
it does.
It should do anyway. Looking for the files, one of the things that turns up as odd is, although some of the charges may or may not look accurate, considering how long you've known some of these people,
Yeah.
there are a lot of additional charges that have been laid.
Hmm.
Things like murder on Fragile and Hinkle.
Uh-huh.
Who did I kill?
I'll be honest, I'd believe it for Fragile, I wouldn't for Hinkle.
What? I mean,
Tonk is down for extortion.
That seems fair.
Yeah.
that's
What's
legit.
Ariel's rap?
I would have
Uh,
I would have understand breaking and entering and theft for
Impersonation of an officer.
but murder is that's just plain up rude.
Whoa, no, that's her true rap. They don't have her on that.
Ariel Smithfield is wanted for heresy.
Heresy.
I love it
You guys get the cool crimes.
because we're cooler.
No god is actually specified, as the crime of heresy usually has an attached
All of them.
reason for it.
Yeah.
Well, Alkenstar does have a couple of gods that are acceptable, but there are some that are just outlawed.
You can have a little heresy as a treat.
For instance, Besmara is also kind of frowned upon quite thoroughly.
I like
And-
it. It's a nicer race.
Isn't this like a real landlocked area?
River Pirates, Nick?
Yeah, okay.
Land pirates.
Those are called bandits.
Lamashtu is also frowned upon quite heavily,
Yeah.
but that
That
has more to do
tracks.
with the mana wastes.
There's more to do with Lamashtu than anything.
Yeah.
Bad attitude, that one.
I hear bad things are going on in Otari.
But
Troubling things.
Troubling things.
menacing things. But that is one of the things that really stands out to you about all these crimes. It's a crime is specified, but no specifications for what was actually done.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, it's just murder. No one's stated. Extortion, no further details.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's a list of things that will happen to them.
Oh.
It is possible.
So how private is the area where I am viewing these?
Desk Sergeant, so front lobby.
Okay. Can I get a table to like work on the, like maybe in an office to sort of look at these, maybe get some paper to make some copies?
Give me a diplomacy roll.
Yeah. Do I get my +1 for rank?
No, because you're starting to push it.
I guess. I don't think it's that unreasonable.
He is starting to get a little bit huffy with the whole thing. And you do get the sense that if you kind of push your luck too much, you're just going to get flat out no's.
You're
Yeah,
just gonna blow your
yeah.
house down.
But he does find an interrogation room where you can kind of sit and peruse the files in peace.
All right, I'm perusing them. They don't have like one-sided mirrors in here or anything. It's just like a room.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, while it's sort of in here, first off, I am gonna like copy down all the important bits that people might want to know.
Yep.
So like the rap sheets and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the I would love to just sort of like make a couple implications in the file that maybe were sort of more near like the Steam Haven part of Smokeside, not outright saying it, but
Yeah.
like implying it.
Okay.
Give some misdirection. What's a misdirection check?
If
Deception.
you're forging writing,
Society, isn't it?
yes, it is a society check.
I'm an expert in that, but I've got no intelligence.
Only there was an item that could help you with that.
Gosh darn it. Not very good.
And you are out of hero points.
Yep.
Use the
Yep,
second
I
one that you were
am.
given.
I was only given one,
Yep. And you've used the one from
and
before.
your first one.
and I
Yep.
used the first one.
Well, you make some notations in the files. You're not sure whether they're going to stick or not.
Yeah.
As good as you are at putting up a good front and talking the talk, getting the lingo down right, and in particular the handwriting style.
I mean, worst case scenario, they're like, ugh, Skysiders, and discard my notes.
Which is what you suspect will happen.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna head back to base.
All right.
Make sure I'm not followed, obviously.
Well,
Take a
one
circuitous route back and everything.
last thing before we go to break. Fragile.
Hey.
You were looking for Gary.
Yeah. I'll go up to the first cop I see.
Okay. Well, he sees you approaching. He goes, "Ma'am,
Hi, I'm looking for Gary.
you're gonna have to be more specific than that, ma'am."
Field Marshal Gary? Of the Shield Marshals?
We haven't seen Gary in at least a day or two.
The hell? What about his partner? Not Gary.
Not Gary.
You know, there was Gary and then there was not Gary.
Well, we don't often have partners, ma'am, especially when we're out on patrol like this.
I always saw him with a partner.
Well, we're usually sent out in teams of two, but it's not always the same person.
Oh, not the same person.
But, yeah, no, Gary's been missing ever since that kerfuffle the other night.
What kerfuffle?
With the zombies?
Oh, that kerfuffle. I fixed that. Where does Gary live?
Ma'am, if you got some sort of trust with him or something like that, you're gonna have to bring it up with him. We're not gonna just give out his address to anyone.
Dang it, they won't dox him?
If you have a
Willy-nilly?
complaint, if you want to file
Fragile
against him,
size, turns around, big eyes.
you're blue stealing them.
I'd really like to find Gary.
Look, If I'm being honest with you, ma'am, we'd like to find Gary too.
So where does he live?
Yeah, I don't know where he lives. As far as I'm concerned, he probably lived in the barracks with the rest of us.
Is the barracks connected to that big building where you give people over for money?
Yes.
Cool.
Well, we don't
He
often
just
do
walks
that,
off.
but yes. So, with you walking off to the Shield Marshal's headquarters, we might go to a 10-minute break.
Good.
Ariel and Fragile gonna bump into each other.
Probably,
Fragile's
yes.
not gonna recognize Ariel.
At all.
He's so funny.
But we're going to go to a short 10-minute break. When we get back, we will deal with the last little chunks of this downtimey stuff, and then we'll be actually launching into the content for book 2, hopefully.
Neat.
And actually doing stuff and stuff. But we hope to see you after the 10-minute break then. See you soon.
Sparkblade.
Sparkblade is fun.
Sparkblade?
Hey everyone,
And we're back.
Hello, friends.
Hello. I want to
Yeah,
leave
I
people
didn't.
on zero
I
points.
almost stole Matt's line for him.
Ah. Getting close. But
I think you've missed that Sparkblade, Juliet.
I guess we must have, because I've never seen that before, and it says it's from Troubles in Otari.
Well,
I
that's a shame
think
for you.
I think you actually missed it. It wasn't one of the treasure piles.
Oh, wild.
Yeah, no, every now and again I'm like, hey, are you sure you're finished with this dungeon? You sure there's nowhere you want to check out? And everyone's like, yeah, no, we're good, we're done. And it's like, okay.
Well, we had beaten the boss people.
But, back in Alkenstar. Fragile, you're making your way back to the headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll probably, upon getting there, you'll run into Ariel as she is finishing up.
Not even a flicker of realization.
Which is fine. But
Ariel will sort of slow her leaving and just sort of like watch, see what's going on.
so, Fragile,
Hey,
what you doing?
asking for Gary.
Hey, Gaza! Where is ya?
I am
does-
here looking for Gary. Field Marshal?
Shield Marshal Gary?
Yeah.
Well,
Dead's dead, baby.
if you find him, let us know. He's actually missing.
But what?
He's missing. Like, we don't know where he is.
She starts like hyperventilating a little.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but sometimes people go missing in Alkenstar, even shield marshals.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt, this, but,
Yes,
if you'd
ma'am.
like to come with me, I would love, and this is targeted towards, Fragile.
Yep.
If you'd like to come with me, I could, see if maybe we could get some people on the sky side looking into it. We're very qualified over there. I'm sure the desk marshal is fucking pissed or whatever.
Oh yeah, no,
Livid.
he is
Don't
very
care.
pissed.
I do not care.
I
If you'd
need
like to come with me,
a velocipede.
I will, I'm sure we could possibly find where you could acquire
Now.
one of those.
And I'm
I-
interested in a horsepede.
Are you walking out with Ariel?
Yes.
As soon as we're out of the building and around the corner, Ariel takes off the hat and turns into normal Ariel.
Oh, Ariel, I'm so glad you're here. There was some cops. Don't worry about them. They're gone now. I
Uh-huh.
need to go really quickly.
Gary's missing.
Yes.
I would love to know
Gary?
if there's any word on the street about him, and I'm gonna roll gossip lore.
I gotta go to
you
the
my
powder keg
Gary.
punks.
Because I've got... gosh darn it.
Fuck all.
I know nothing,
You
apparently.
do know nothing.
There's no word on the street about a guy named Gary.
He doesn't have enough badges to be known on the street.
Pretty much. Like, he was low level. The only reason the shield marshals know is that, you know, he's a fellow shield marshal.
Yeah.
More to the point, is the death sergeant wasn't incorrect. Sometimes people just go missing in Alkenstar.
That's fair. But this is a homie.
This is a named NPC
Yeah.
that the players have interacted with.
Yeah.
Fragile's
This
making
isn't
her
that
way
random
to
person that Tonk kidnapped.
the last place that we saw the powder keg punks.
Yeah. Ariel will be joining.
Now, where are you going?
Last place we saw the powder keg punks. Specifically
So-
my monkey man.
So, the warehouse?
Yeah.
Alright. Arriving at the warehouse, it has been emptied out.
Son of a bitch.
I wouldn't happen to know gossip lore where the powder keg punks are hanging out.
Give it a roll.
Better?
That is better.
Objectively?
That is a
That
This
is
little
archetype isn't turning out too
It's a
dandy for you
lore.
right now, is it?
better.
That's a lore, Matt.
Unfortunately, you're not sure. You know that they went to ground after
Mhm,
they drew in some negative attention from various groups, but very in particular shield marshals, because
Mm-hmm.
you know shield marshals died in their base. They had to get rid of the evidence.
Cool.
Where they have gone from there, you're not sure.
I'm gonna head to the Hypnonome.
That might be a good place to look. I'm following along. If we can stop by the Bullet and Barrel on our way to the Hypnonome,
Yep.
I would like to get my horse. My horse didn't join me on the...
So you're not just schlepping it everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Ian, you're back as well. Or are you still out? Still out? All right. Well, returning back to the Bullet and Barrel Saloon. Or the Barrel and
Also-
Bullet. Yep.
Gonna throw Hinkle his file. The copy I made that gives him his rap sheet.
Oh.
You kind of just throw it on the floor and he doesn't pay any attention to it. This is the same day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently overworking for the gun.
It is currently later in the afternoon now, though.
Yeah, I still have to overwork for it.
And if Tonk wanted to come with us, I know Ian isn't here. Tonk can be with us.
Okay. Well, we will cover that when he returns. But, returning to the Hippodrome, because it is still kind of in the afternoon, there's not really much of activity, but give me a perception check, both of you.
Oh, can the horse do one too?
The horse... yes, give me a horse check.
Horse check.
Pretty rough.
And then Ariel check. I do not know how I rolled. Probably badly, because I'm not very good at this.
Well, the three of you, you will arrive at the Hippodrome and kind of have a look and a bit of an investigation. They don't allow anyone access to the inside because, for obvious reasons, it's not open, it's being cleaned, etc. But having a look around, You don't see many in the way of the powder keg punks, kind of loitering about.
Not many. Does that mean there are some?
There's one or two.
Grab him.
Grab
Just
them.
gonna walk up. Yeah.
I will say, however, Ariel,
Yeah.
you do notice a couple of people kind of loitering around, kind of still within view of the warehouse, but not too close.
When you
they-
say people loitering around,
Yep.
what do they look like, Matt?
Well, I was about to say, they kind of stand out because they seem to be adorned with a lot of gold. Or at least, shiny yellows.
Yeah.
It's the gold tooths.
Can I make a society check about them?
You
or
certainly
would
can.
Lore City be better?
Lore City would be better.
Oh,
Oof.
pretty good.
I'm so mad if it's gold tooths.
It's not. You do recognize them as the Gilded Gunners, though.
Same diff.
Gilded Gunners, and those are...
They are a gang for hire. They do various odd jobs for the right amount of gold. They tend to be pretty expensive to hire, though.
So they're like a premium version of the Powder Keg Punks?
Pretty much, yeah.
They're
know
if
how-
Arsenal became a mercenary band.
You know how I mentioned before that some gangs do double duty as both bounty hunters and outlaws?
Yeah.
Yeah. It pays well if you can get steady work. And if you have a little bit of extortion on the side, then all the better.
Like Tonk.
Yeah!
Extortion.
The X makes it sound cool.
Right?
Well, torsion is not pleasant.
It's
Do they look
really
like they've
not.
noticed as in, like, giving any particular weight to me and Fragile?
Not yet.
Fragile is not being subtle about things.
I
But
assume.
as Fragile goes up to grab a couple of the powder keg punks, that changes a little, and they scamper.
They scamper.
Well, I say scamper, but it's more of, they kind of adjust their coats and leave.
Yeah, Ariel goes, "Hey, Fragile, you talk to
Yeah.
the punks. I've got something I've got to go do."
Okay, keep
and
your
she
eye out for
follows
Gary.
them. Just gonna follow them. See
All
what's
right.
see what's down. Sort of donning a more average person persona
Okay.
with the hat.
Well, we'll do Fragile first. Fragile, you grab one of the powder keg punks.
I'm
Not to
looking for
burst
Gary or possibly the
your
monkey.
Bubble. Is this the third or the first level version?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I think you can only do it like twice or once per day with the first level one.
Wild, because I have been doing it a lot more than that.
I was specifically looking at this in case I was wanting to craft one
Mm-hmm.
for the purposes of everyone just having it. Yeah, frequency once per day.
bummer.
Once per day.
How a
Costs an hour.
bummer.
Well, Fragile.
Oh, never mind. It's a 7th level item.
Oh, how a bummer.
for the any time per day.
What was your question?
I need to find Gary or the monkey man.
Monkey Man?
The boss? Goblin
Oh!
monkey.
The
Cool
boss? He's currently in hiding.
1328 Gold Coast Highway.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's in hiding at the moment.
2606.
User was moved out of your channel.
Thank you. Where?
I don't want him to dox himself.
Yeah, don't. It's me, Fragile. Fragile the fox.
Yeah, no, I recognize him as Fragile. I don't know where he's going.
What about Gary?
Gary?
He was the guy I was with before I met the monkey.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure Glass would not like to be referred to as the monkey. But
No, trust me. He's okay with it. Anyway.
there's a couple of moments of recognition on this minion's face before they're just like, yeah, no, I know too much about my boss now. We didn't touch Gary. Like, the boss said not to touch him, so we didn't touch him.
Okay, good. Good. Did anyone see where he went?
We had no interest in him. Once the boss said leave him be, we left him be.
Where's the boss?
I'm not sure. He's gone to ground. He's not going to tell us.
Trying to figure out if Fragile's smart enough to realize that.
Just roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, no, that's probably best.
This is gonna go one way or another.
Yeah, that's how checks tend to go.
Actually, theoretically, it could go 4 ways. Critically succeed, critically fail, fail, and succeed.
It goes one of 2 ways.
Not great.
Not terrible, though.
Not terrible, so she probably won't fight him. Okay, who would know, and can I talk to them right now, please? I've had a long day.
I mean, Opal might know.
Where is Opal?
They're on the inside.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way inside, and I do not care if they try to stop me.
Oh, they're not going to stop you.
Cool
They know,
beans.
they know a woman on the warpath. But, Ariel, what are you doing?
Well, apparently not being in disguise, because apparently
Sorry.
the way I was using the Hat of Disguise is a 7th level magic item.
Yeah,
Well, we both
sorry
know
about that
now.
one.
Cow a bummer, honestly.
That's all
Seems-
good. What are you doing?
Well, then, just following them and trying to keep to the crowds, and
Yeah.
not trying to be too
Obvious?
obvious, yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I knew you were gonna ask for that, and I really didn't want you to. I wanted you to say, give me a deception check.
No. No.
Yep, I know.
Well,
Take the
in
lead.
lieu of the hat of why?
Wow, okay.
In lieu of the hat of disguise, you could always investigate infiltrator elixirs.
That is also another option. But, wow. Like a natural 1.
Yeah, a natural 1, no mod. +0 natural 1.
Well, we will get back to you in a second then.
God damn it. I'm gonna get jumped again.
Fragile, you can make it onto the inside. And you see Opal, who is kind of going around busy, making orders, all that other stuff.
Opal's cool as shit. What the fuck?
Oh, dude.
Hey, Opal's got that same token as the other ones did.
Some of them do, yeah. But Opal sees you coming and goes, "What do you want, Fragile?"
I'm looking for Gaz.
Gaz isn't hiding. What do you need him for?
I need to find Gary,
Who's...
the shield marshal I was with.
Okay. We didn't touch him.
Okay?
So I'm not sure what finding the boss is going to help you with. Look, he'll be back in a couple of days. He's just lying low while the shield marshals are barking around.
Okay, but he can help me find
Help?
Gaz. No, find Gary. There's too many Gaz people with G's.
Well, unfortunately, I do not name these people.
What?
I do believe you named Gary.
I did
Oh.
name Gary, I think. But, look, I can ask around, see what I can find out about your Gary.
Okay.
But I don't think the boss is going to be able to help you too much, and I don't think it'd be a good idea having you chasing him down at the moment. You do tend to make a bit of a scene, Fragile.
I can make a worse scene.
I very much know you can, and we would rather you do it not where he's around.
I wouldn't have to make a scene if I could find Gary.
And
I'm sorry, I'm getting very frustrated because this is such an unnecessary thing, and I just want to find Gary.
I get that. Like I said, give me a day or two. I'll ask around, see if I can find out something.
What am I meant to do?
Well, I don't know. Keep yourself busy.
That's what I'd be doing.
Find a warm bed to keep yourself occupied, Fragile.
Nope.
Or a cold bed. I don't care.
That's what Gary's for.
But there's not much more I can do for you at the moment, especially if you're around here making a scene. I can't start asking subtle questions if you're breathing down my neck, alright?
Oh my goodness.
Bye.
Does Opal have discreet inquiry?
Everyone needs a good lieutenant.
Okay.
You gonna be okay?
No.
Okay, but are you gonna be alright?
Yeah.
Alright.
I want to find Gary.
I get that. And we'll find you, Gary.
Thank
Opal, Opal goes behind the bar and pulls out a lollipop and passes it to you.
Brad just starts tearing up. Gary probably loved lollipops.
I'm not sure about that, but hopefully this will help calm you down, okay?
Seemed like the kind of guy who liked sucking on things.
God.
I swear, Nick's objective is just to try and break me.
Yeah, you have a good day now, Miss Fragile, alright?
Brad was gonna go real sad. Like dragging kissy boots behind her.
Now, do you actually take the lollipop?
Yeah, of course I take the lollipop. What kind of madman do you think I am?
Alright, give me a fortitude save.
You got fucking roofied!
Nice!
Yes!
Hey, dog. Let's see how this works out for everyone.
Now,
High five, Nick.
You end up in Glass's office.
now, you find yourself calming down. Not a worry in the world. Mind truly empty. And even your heart's having trouble responding at the moment. But everything just kind of feels chill. And
It's called
nice.
cardiac
and great.
arrest, Matt.
Yeah.
Not
Am
a
I
heart
dying?
attack. No.
Your heart's having trouble responding. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
no,
that's
that's-
called cardiac arrest.
I need that to live.
But no, you're just feeling really chill and kind of okay with the world and the situation. Like someone's asking about it, it'll be fine. You'll find out about what's his name.
How fucking potent is this marijuana?
You rolled a natural one.
Yeah, but dog, I'm anxious. If anything,
Yeah.
it should
Anymore.
be getting worse.
And this is on the way back. And it's almost like it's infused with calm emotions or something.
Wow.
Dude, I gotta figure out how to put spells in food now.
I once played a candy witch that could probably do that.
No, now you're gonna kill this character because you got another character that you like.
Nah, she was. Nah,
Nah.
Probably won't play that one again.
Ariel.
Getting jumped, probably.
You are kind of getting jumped as you feel the barrel of a gun pressed into your back.
I'd really love it if you didn't do that.
Oh, we'd really love it if you weren't following us.
Clearly I'm not following you since you're behind me, but I digress.
Yeah, you absolutely are digressing.
Is
So,
there a reason you've stopped me in the street with a gun?
is there a reason you're following us?
I'm not following you. I'm gonna deception check that.
You're absolutely gonna have to deception that.
I'm an expert in deception. Don't worry, Matt. Don't worry.
This is
That's
fine.
Does the natural
fine.
one have an impact here?
It does have a little bit of an impact here.
Probably raises the DC by some
It
amount.
does. Well, how about he reaches over to take your coin pouch?
Or like 3 coins in there.
Yeah, like all like 5 gold.
How about
Ario's
I
still
take this?
gonna instinctually grab it and prevent him from doing that.
You hear a clicking sound. How about you just give me what's in your coin purse, and we'll call it even.
Matt, what part of the city are we in? Like, where on this map are we?
Northwest.
Yeah, it would be northwest, around Steamhaven way.
Okay, so we're sort of around there.
I'm good
Yeah.
with topography somehow.
Yeah.
Right, better than me. Yeah, what you doing?
I'm honestly, I'm gonna make a run for it. I have a horse, they don't.
Is your horse with you?
Yeah, my horse is with me.
Well,
Oh, no
that'll
wonder
be
you failed the stealth roll.
You're right.
I mean, yeah.
I'd
All
like to
right.
think that both you and the horse are trying to do tippy toes, and that's why they found you. 'Cause horses
Just-
don't do that.
Just Maximus, this whole thing. It's the Bradley's up on hind legs.
Uh huh.
All right, I need an athletics check from you, and a
Yeah.
nature check.
Can I do a religion
Shit.
check? It's a divine bond.
I will allow a religion check.
Yeah, because I've got dog shit nature.
Do you think there's a brain between those ears?
It's a horse.
29 on athletics.
Yep, and give me that religion check.
And then on religion, 13. It's a
Well,
multiple of 5, though.
It is a multiple of 5. Considering you got a critical success on your athletics check,
Balances out the success and the failure. The crit
Pretty
success and
much.
the failure.
there,
Average to a success.
as you kind of leap onto Bradley and go into a full gallop very quickly, there are some shots that ring out from behind you, but none of them actually land.
I'll be honest, I would have let you make an attack roll against me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
panic shots tend not to hit anything.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ride out, sort of take a very circuitous route back home. I'm gonna roll perception to make sure I'm not being followed. That went so well the last time.
Right? You're not sure if you're being followed or not. However, you do notice that your coin purse is missing.
God damn it, Matt! I have no money now.
Yeah, how are you gonna pay back the people that you owe?
God damn it, Matt. What'd he roll on his freaking thievery check?
Above
You
your
will never
perception
know.
DC, obviously.
Presumably, yeah, above an 18, which isn't that hard, but... Asshole.
Well, maybe you'll be able to get back off of him later.
I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, wow. Does not match the crime whatsoever.
He was very mean to me. And he shot at me.
Now,
He's
Yeah, at
the
least
one
he-
who initiated deadly force.
At least he didn't put a hole through your chest. Just
Yeah, but
remember.
they apologize.
Just remember. Historically, getting away from people that are shooting at you has led to someone almost dying.
at least on what, 2 occasions? Something like that?
Well,
Oh yeah, it's happened on
I'm
both
gonna-
occasions.
I'm gonna head back to the barrel and bullet
Oh, right. Well,
and hope they aren't following me.
we will kind of reconvene at the Bullet and Barrel. And Phoebe will want to talk to everyone.
Wasn't me.
You hope it wasn't you. But she would like you to be there as well, Hinkle.
Hinkle is an upstanding citizen and has committed
Hinkle-
no crimes ever.
Hinkle has a rap sheet literally on the floor in the same room as him.
Oh, he would have read it whilst everyone was gone.
Look, Hinkle, whatever you did to piss off Loveless / Mugland is between you and them. And whether you want to tell everyone else or not. But you can tell most of what's in the rap sheet itself has been trumped up.
I don't know. I think Hinkle committed murder.
Absolute.
The arson one gives you pause.
Manslaughter, most definitely.
Yeah.
Arson, not intentionally.
And we're just gonna...
It's kind of like a Vash and Gattleby incident where some misplaced bombs, some fuel where it shouldn't have been.
Fragile.
Hey.
You will find yourself in the kitchen, very hungry.
Fragile has the munchies.
I'm gonna make one of those Scooby-Doo sandwiches.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But Phoebe would like to talk to all of you, and she kind of looks over to you, Fragile, and goes, well, at least she's still in the room.
I'm listening.
So,
Thanks.
I've been asking around about this whole thing going on with Geb and Nex and all that other stuff that we got from Shooma.
Aye?
Back.
The news ain't good. We've done some subtle inquiries, and apparently Mugland had a couple of people looking into the Pyronite. Had multiple people working on it, not just Shooma. It was something of a black market competition to see who could figure it out first. Now, specifically regarding Geb and Nex, there have been a couple of envoys seen in the city. And although we do not have proof, we do think at least one of them is behind the zombie incident from a couple of nights back. Now, we also have found out, thanks to the information we gained from Shooma, that Mugland has put up a substantial amount of money to make this whole thing happen. And he is kind of heavily invested in making it so, to the point where if it fails, he is, well, we're pretty sure he'll end up in a graveyard somewhere doing work for the rest of his life. Or the rest of his existence.
Aye,
Yes.
well, we should probably find these other alchemists then, eh?
Well, I was getting to that. Apparently, a priest of Brigh, or at least an ex-priest of Brigh, was working on the formula and was making something of a headway, but has gone missing. Unfortunately, he was last seen exiting out on a clockwork cat of some sort. Winged beastie kind of thing.
Do I know what this contraption may be, Matt?
Give me a crafting check. You'll have an answer either way, but the specifics of it. Probably some sort of, of striders, which are clockwork horses that are designed to kind of replace horses for the most part.
They could never.
It is not unusual to hear of other inventors adding their own little embellishments to it and modifications, including flight.
Would I know anything about sort of this religiousness business, sort of the religious aspect of this?
Yes. Go for it. I'll need a religion check for that one.
Yep. There you go.
Well, that one didn't have to be secret, but
Oh.
with what you get, with your 17, you know the Church of
nice.
Brigh focuses on clockwork inventions. Priests / adherents to Brigh are usually inventors. Their area of focus is, as you would expect, clockwork inventions. One of their biggest temples is here in Alkenstar, though.
Okay.
And as such, they have a small community of priests. And, every now and again, someone retires from the clergy or no longer wishes to be a cog in the machine, as they tend to refer to it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about all I can give you with a religion check.
Alrighty. I will, you said he was headed into the west, eh?
Headed into the waste, we believe, but I'd like you to look into this whole... I'd like you to look into his workshop. Look into his workshop, look into his associates.
You know where his workshop was?
Well, that's one of the reasons why I want you to ask it with his associates within the Church of Brigh.
Alright. I can probably do some inquiring.
Now, to assist with your inquiries, and as kind of a forward for the work that you're doing for me on this particular angle, she puts a rather substantial bag upon the table that clinks.
Money! I don't have any.
Now, there's 200 gold pieces in there. I trust you to get all this work done, yeah?
If only someone had an eye for numbers to count that out.
Right? Now, of course, I would like you to put this towards investigations and everything else, and maybe the bribes that you'll have to do. But otherwise, it is yours to spend as you please. Now,
Ariel immediately starts counting out 50 pieces to take.
Now, you are looking for...
She also grabs like a napkin to wrap it up in because her coin purse got stolen.
You are looking for a Kosowana.
One cassowary.
Kosowana. How is that spelled, Matt?
K-O-S-O.
K-O-S-O.
W-A.
U-A.
N-A.
N-A. Okay. Priest of Brigh working on Pyronite.
More to the point,
Okay.
if he was seen going out into the Mana Wastes, the bigger question is where in the Mana Wastes is he going to be going? It's a big area. It's a big area, there's a lot to cover, And yeah. So whatever information you
is-
can find out, the better.
Is Gattleby still here?
Yeah, he's around. He's just in the main bar area.
Okay. I'll ask him after the conference then.
Now, any other questions?
Where's the mustard?
Second shelf on the left. You're sure and hinged like a snake. It was terrifying.
No, that is. I don't have any questions. I don't think.
Hinkle, any questions?
No, I was just giving Ian an update so he knows what's going on.
Yeah, I imagine he's gotten busy with work.
Yes.
All right. So, workshop, church. Well, other way around. Temple, workshop.
Alright.
The person you're probably going to be looking for is Minticus.
Sounds fresh.
Minticus.
Beat you to it. She's a tertiary cog within the Church of Brigh.
Tertiary cog of Brigh.
Without looking up from her sandwich. That means there's 3 of her.
Oh,
I
okay.
will.
She owes me a favor, so it'll make her a little bit more amicable to some questioning.
All right. And Ariel will head out. And where's Gattleby? He's over at a table. Gonna walk over to him and be like, you have any idea why someone trying to recreate your formula might go into the Mana Wastes?
Well, there's only one reason someone goes out to the Mana Waste. Well, 2 reasons. They tend to be related, though.
And those are?
They don't want to be found, or they want to be dead.
Alright. Well, so there's no, like, special ingredient that comes from the Mana Waste or anything?
Oh no, look. You can ask Hinkle, he's got the recipe. He's committed to memory. Just needs a little bit more experience under his belt. I don't think he'll be fine with it. But it's mostly just right ingredients, right methodology.
Alright. Well,
Explosives. Explosives is not about, just slapping a bunch of ingredients together and hoping for the best. It's like proper temperature, stability.
Ariel is already moving away.
He continues talking for a couple of moments before he notices that you got it. He's just like, yeah, no, that'd be right. Pours himself another drink.
Alright. So I think he doesn't want to be found, which might make finding him a little harder, but we're on it.
You're on it?
Tonk is very good at finding people, yeah?
Tonk is very good at finding people.
This is his expertise, yeah?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's like, he tracks them or whatever. Like, looks
What
at
say
the
you on
ground
this
and
situation?
sees stuff.
What say you on this situation, Mr. Tonk? Well, howdy now, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Yeehaw!
Be mean, be mean, be mean.
I am not
I'm a
Ian,
cranky
I am
cowboy.
Tonk.
Flirt with Ariel.
I believe at this time he would hand you the 25 GP from...
Yeah, price. So now I've got 75 gold pieces. Let's go.
Yeah, boy.
And you're about to hand like 14 of it back.
Do I owe him 14 gold pieces?
You owe me at least 7.
Okay, I'll pay you 7. Bye.
Now, am I NPCing Punk for the next little while?
Maybe.
-7. I've got 68 gold pieces.
I don't know
still
how
can't
much.
believe he stole all my money. Aren't you guys
Oh,
glad I
no.
don't carry around
Don't we have like a
money?
couple more days of downtime?
You do, if you want to use them.
I would like to do some early recon at the church before we all go in.
Does anyone want me to craft anything for them?
How much?
Or upgrade something?
How much would like a +1 rune on my flail cost me?
Market rate is 35 GP.
How much for like the Hinkle loam rate? We're friends.
45 GP.
The 35 GP and then whatever it costs at the end. It's easy just to start with the full amount and then work from there.
Okay.
And then just give you the change.
Okay.
Because depending on success and failure, it determines how much gold I've got left over.
Yes.
I can go real fucking slow on it, and you'll have a lot of gold. But I'm gonna go at half pace.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Well, I've got 33 gold pieces, which is still triple what I had when I got robbed.
Where'd the rest of your gold go?
See, there was this, fella
No,
they
as
call-
in the 68 gold that you had. Where'd the rest of that go? Or
Well, I
did you
just
give me the
gave
money?
it to you, yeah.
Oh, okay. I will add that to the junk chest then.
Well, that's all done and organized then.
Think,
God, I keep
think,
slipping into the
think,
accent.
think of that 35 gold pieces as an investment into future materials. I think I'll just do that to keep it simple rather than giving you the gold back.
Okay.
Just keep any spare value as junk item, as materials. All right. Same day, so I'll continue this next day.
Yep. Now, it is rather late in the day. So, if you wanted to do some recon of the temple, etc., then it'll probably have to wait till the next day.
I can't, like, catch evening mass or whatever. Evening clockwork mass.
Well, that's the thing. They don't usually have an evening mass as you would understand it.
Okay. Cool. Well then, yeah, I'll take the night off.
Also, your religion check wasn't that great.
I mean, I know. I'm not like super good at it. I'm only like kind of good. It's not a charisma based skill. That's what I'm good at, Matt. Charisma and athletics.
Now, Fragile.
Okay.
How you eating that sandwich? Jaw unhinging?
Yeah. Listen, Fragile's had some practice with such a thing, so.
God damn it.
What check would this be? I want to say thievery.
Bad one.
Or unhinging one's jaw? I'd say performance.
Yeah, no. Performance.
Fortitude?
Yeah, I'd say fortitude.
Or is fortitude for everyone else in the room?
I
Fortitude's
think
for everyone
will
else.
would be for everyone else.
Create a distraction.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with performance.
Yay!
Sure.
Yes!
Perfect!
Yeah.
You do manage to do it. The sight, however, is kind of horrible as you try to mash the entire sandwich into your mouth all in one go.
You're not used to such doughy objects. They tend to be a bit more rigid.
I'm gonna find an entire bag of shredded cheese and I'm just gonna bring that with me everywhere I go from now on.
Okay.
God. You do manage to get the sandwich down, though. And everyone is both repulsed and impressed by you.
That's pretty standard for Fragile.
Yeah. However, the rest of the night will pass uneventfully, and you'll arrive on the next day. Now,
I'd be undrugged now.
yes, you are undrugged now. You're fine. They gave you an edible. It just hit you really hard.
Really hard.
I'm
Like,
gonna get some more of those.
Like natural one, really hard. But who's going
Like
to the
me
temple?
trying to stealth really hard.
Fuck yeah, I'm going to the temple.
What could possibly go wrong?
Think of all the things Fragile doesn't know.
Ariel is gonna put on some fancy clothes.
Just put on the fancy clothes, no disguise.
Well, fancy clothes are a kind of disguise, Matt. In that they disguise the fact that she's actually a criminal.
Oh, okay.
Because no one expects people wearing fancy clothes to be criminals. It's a whole thing, actually. Psychologically, it's a whole psychological effect.
Wait.
Fair enough. Well,
Infiltrators level 1 or level 2 items? Because if you get Hinkle the recipe for infiltrator elixirs, he can make them with his daily preparations.
that would be helpful.
Maybe.
Elixir.
They're level 2.
Alright. Finding the Church of Brigh, however, in
Two.
Alkenstar is pretty easy. Unless you want to stop off somewhere, you will find it very easily.
I don't feel the need.
It looks very cathedral-like, with
Not wearing the armor. Sorry.
no wearing armor. All right.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know.
If yeah, okay. Well, that was what I was gonna add to my daily crafting. So I hand a Dracart mutagen to each of you,
Mm-hmm.
and 1 elixir of life to each of you.
Just in
Okay.
case. Just in cases. The temple itself is a vast arrangement of spiraling towers and rotating gears, cast mostly in bronze, but with many a whitewashed wall.
Mm-hmm.
The decorations tend to go towards more statuary than plant life in any way.
Mm-hmm.
But otherwise, a massive clock makes up the large majority of the central spire of the building.
Cool. Can I go ahead and head inside?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Let's go. Who all wanted to come with? Fragile, are you coming with? Let's go.
Did you leave anything with Hinkle to craft?
Flail.
Okay, so you want me to +1 that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, technically the armor is also left behind, but
Not much that can be done about that one yet.
5th
Don't-
level rune.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a $5 bajillion rune.
160.
5 bajillion. But entering into the temple itself, most people are adorned in white robes with bronze outlines. The ones that aren't are usually more what you would call a tinker's outfit, so various leather aprons and tool belts and other such arrangements. Now,
Cool.
do you inquire about Minticus?
Well,
Yes.
first things first. Ariel is gonna inquire, sort of generally, about the sort of Pyronite deal, discreetly, of course.
Discreetly?
Discreetly.
I definitely feel like we walk in together and then just like give each other a nod and split up because
Yeah.
we have two very different styles.
Yep.
You absolutely do. Well, I will get that diplomacy check from you, Ariel, first for the discreet inquiries.
Proficiencies, diplomacy, roll it.
Alright. And Fragile, what are you doing?
Same thing, but there's no discretion. Just straight up, hi, I'm looking for Minticus about the Pyronite deal for Mugland.
Minticus wasn't the one who made the Pyronite deal.
I don't know.
Okay.
Fragile don't care.
Remember,
It's
she's still
fragile.
she's still looking for a hippo gnome.
Hypno gnome?
Maybe?
Yes, hypno gnome.
I have this feeling she found the Hypno Gnome and hypnosis did not work on her.
It was more of mesmerism than actual hypnosis.
Yeah.
Give me a diplomacy check, though.
You got it.
I think I did fantastic on
I think
that.
you did too.
You
Well
did,
done.
but we need to do comparisons and shit. You know how this
Oh
works.
yeah, for sure.
Now, you're discreetly inquiring about Minticus, or just about the general...
Sort of more generally with the what people think of like the Pyronite deal, who Kosowana, what's going sort of down with that. I want to get people other than Minticus's
opinions and
thoughts.
lives?
Yeah.
So, a couple of
Don't
things...
put all your eggs in one basket, as they say.
No, that's fine. You kind of float around and kind of listen in and do some subtle inquiries, just dropping, questions in the middle of conversations to kind of guide them in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the information you glean, Kosowana was not exiled, like not excommunicated, but was forced out of the church.
Okay.
It was very quiet. It was kind of hush-hush.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently he had started to adhere to certain heretical beliefs that the Church of Brigh do not accept anymore.
Heretical beliefs such as...
You do not get that far.
Gosh darn it. Okay.
Now,
You
what
were
was your
bright.
other question?
Other question, sort of, what do people know about the whole Muglin do people know about, like, the Geb people looking for Pyronite? How much do they know about Pyronite?
Regarding Pyronite, the Temple of Brigh, particularly amongst its adherents, they consider such things like explosives and, for the most part, alchemy somewhat below them.
Okay.
They prefer the harder science is the wrong word. They prefer the engineering expertise that comes with building things.
I mean,
they
one might
basically
argue
are physicists and mathematicians, and how they see chemistry and biology.
I mean, one might argue that clockworks are harder than potions. In that their potions are liquid. That was the joke. Yeah. I think I'm very funny. Cool.
Hilarious.
And then I'll see about Minticus after that.
I'd say potions are fluid, but
Fragile!
shut up, Sam.
You will find Minticus pretty easily as you're
Nice.
kind of shouting and calling. A lady will end a conversation rather abruptly and walk over.
Ooh.
Yeah, that definitely
kiss.
looks like a minty kiss.
Mhm.
Yes, you are inquiring about me?
Hi.
Hello. She kind of sizes you up with a somewhat judgmental eye.
Size her up with a different kind of judgmental eye. I'm
God
looking.
damn it, Fragile.
Hi.
Accurate.
God damn it, Fragile! I'm Tonk.
Pyronite,
Better.
Mugland, Mana Wastes, Veronica. I've forgotten the last word.
Okay, so that was a lot of word salad.
Ariel.
You'll hear this, Ariel.
Yeah, Ariel will presumably be sort of coming to the end of her discreet inquiries and walk over.
Ariel, I need to know about the person who ran into the manor waste. What were their name again?
Hey, Kosowana, we're looking for
Kosowana.
a little bit of information on Kosowana. I don't know if you have like an office or something you want to maybe do this in, as opposed to, you know,
Out here in
sort
the
of
open?
gestures at the people around who presumably are looking at Fragile.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And she'll be like, yeah,
Yeah.
no, we'll go to my office.
We head to the office.
You go down a couple of hallways, and as you do, the doors kind of open in front of her. The clockwork arrangements of gears and cogs kind of shifting and rolling out of the way as she goes through them. Before, quite quickly, you get to her office, which appears to be mid-sized, nicely appointed. There's a couple of fidget toys on the desk.
Ariel, like, looks suspiciously at every single one of those automatic doors. She does not like them.
Fragile thanks them.
Minticus kind of turns back after, like, the second one and goes, you know they can't respond, right?
And?
Okay.
I want to note every clockwork thing we've met so far has tried to kill us.
No,
he
one,
hasn't.
one fed Fragile an awful lot of beer.
And this Heinrich,
Rude. I guess Heinrich's technically not clockwork.
Yeah, I don't think Heinrich is.
Technically, he's electronic.
yes.
Yeah.
But she sits
But you
down
don't
at her-
know that.
He doesn't have as many gears.
Can't see. He's got plating.
She sits down at her desk, and with a gesture, a pair of chairs emerge from the ground. From the
suspicious as
floor.
fuck. I'm crossed up.
Take a seat.
Where?
On,
Like the chairs.
yeah, if you could please sit down.
Oh, okay.
Ariel, like, pokes it, and then she sits down.
Don't worry, they're not gonna bite you, and there's not enough room to drop you into the floor. Now.
Listen, the last, like, quite a few clockwork things I've met have not been friendly.
She rolls her eyes and goes, the Church of Brigh does not take responsibility for the errant actions of any independent inventors and the clockwork creations that they may or may not build on their own time, and what dangers or crimes that they may commit.
Hey, you've got a whole corporate statement, eh?
It's not a corporate statement. We are a church. We are tax exempt.
You and Abadar.
Now, you were asking about Kosowana.
I got word on the street was that he was working on the Pyronite and that he went into the mana wastes.
Well,
And, you know, where do you think he might have been going in there? How might we find him?
unfortunately, I do not know. He was a primary cog within our faith until a couple of months back, where he was, well, he left the church to pursue personal endeavors.
You know,
What-
I heard he got kicked out of the church.
Give me
I
a
heard
diplomacy
he had
check.
heretical beliefs. Diplomacy. Yeah, Matt. I don't know why you even ask for these at this point.
Because you might roll a 1.
I know. That's what terrifies me.
In accord with Regulation 1452, Alaman Kosowana is no longer associated with that temple. He was
And
no
in
longer
layman's
serving the whole.
terms- And what was he doing not serving the whole? If it helps Phoebe sent us.
Phoebe. Dunsmith.
Aye.
Oh. So she's calling in a favor?
Aye.
Oh, this must be important then. Alright then. He had become obsessed with a belief that is no longer considered canon within the church or within the temple.
Aye, and that belief is?
Fandom wars. It's all rough.
He believed in a sacred site or holy land. A strong association with the number 13. There are only 12 parts to the clock, but certain heretics within the church feel that there is a 13th number.
There literally is. It's called 13.
No, on the clock.
But listen, I'm an idiot, but I know how clock do. You can just put a 13 on there.
Oh no. No, that's not how it works. At all.
Show me a clock. I'll do it right now.
Oh no. No.
There's a big one out there. I'll write it down. It's fine.
There's like 3 clocks in the room that you're sitting in.
I just take out a Sharpie.
No, if we could not have that, please.
There's even a 1 there. You just put a little 3 next to it.
Oh god. No, that's not how it works at all.
If you go by 24-hour time, as I know some idiots do, 13's right there.
1. We believe in
2,
the twin cycles.
3.
We believe in the twin cycles to the day, so we believe in 12-hour time. Yes, there are some who believe in 24-hour time, and it is more efficient, especially when dealing with multiple time zones.
I feel like this is mad. That's spitting facts right
Hey,
now.
where do you stand on daylight savings time?
Yeah, what are the church's thoughts on daylight savings?
Let's just bully Matt about this now.
We of the Church of Brigh believe that daylight savings time was an invention by the cult of Rovagug in order to sow discord and chaos across the entire world, and we here in Alkenstar do not recognize it.
Okay, so you believe in inventions, which is good. So, hey, real quick, who made clocks?
What do you mean, who made clocks?
Well, like,
Are you talking about who invented the abstract concept of time, or who invented the piece of equipment or the item that allows us to count the hours?
that one, yeah. The piece of equipment.
Well, the first is lost to time. However,
Okay.
we believe it to be a gift from Brigh herself.
That's not how anything works, but go off. Anyway, so what I'm getting at here is, like, it's just something some guy made up sometime. You don't have to be that, like, thingy about. You just put a 13 there. So did he go to a land with a 13?
Back to the point at hand. He's looking for this 13th land. And I get to
I was
make
about
a
to say-
diplomacy check, or no, a deception check.
Deception check.
Yeah, which I'm better at, which is nice. Ah, hey, that's a multiple of 5.
That's a multiple of 5. And 27 is rather good. Look, if you want to look into this more, I will have to give you access to the archives.
Aye?
Frankly,
The
I wanna
archives
look
of
into this
Brigh?
less.
What was that?
Frankly, I want to look into this less. We just want to find where the guy is.
Well, unfortunately, we don't know where he went. It was associated with heretical beliefs. So, in the asynchronous archives that lie within the depths of this temple, you should be able to find the information that you seek.
Alright, and
Are you guys
there's
like
not like any
magic?
sneaky traps in your archives or anything like that.
Not that I'm aware of. They
They're
are
like
kind-
evil robots.
once again, the Church of Brigh does not believe in evil robots.
I. Robots that will try to kill me.
No.
Are you guys magic?
Depends on how you define magic.
He just sort of makes wiggly fingers.
The Whisper in the Bronze does, in fact, grant us some gifts.
Ooh, so, like, can't you just do magic to know where the guy is?
One,
Yeah, Matt.
it is not that simple. Two, we have little investment in what he's doing now. He's not a part of the church. We don't care.
I mean, actually, if she can cast 3rd level spells, she could cast Wanderer's Guide and Show the Way.
Oh, she is not that invested in this guy's well-being at all.
Fragile takes out her coin purse. Okay, so what kind of investment are we talking about here?
Oh, right, literal investment. Haha.
Oh, you want to make a donation to the church, do you?
Sure.
I believe she wants to make a, and then Ariel does air quotes, donation? If you'd help us?
Ariel, you'll be aiding on this one, but Fragile, do you need a diplomacy check?
Okay.
Do I have some kind of plus because money?
You will have an item bonus, depending on how much you want to do.
How much do I have?
+1 per coin.
Oh.
I'd give her,
succeeded in the aid.
like 10 gold.
Bye, bot.
Oh, was there a bot on
But I
stream?
do want to become
Well,
famous.
We all want to become famous.
Okay, so
Oh,
how much for
plus.
10 gold, Matt?
That will get you a +2 bonus.
+2.
And you'll be in the +1 circumstance bonus from Ariel.
Radical.
Money, money, money.
Fuck's sake.
Do you have a hero point left?
No.
Ooh.
+1 on top, so 16.
16.
If that makes a difference.
Brow
Okay,
level?
these-
She takes the coins and puts them on a little box she has on the side of the desk. And Fragile, you watch as a little clockwork pour reaches out and collects each one by one.
That is needlessly complicated and I love it.
Now,
And
while she's distracted, did you have any further questions for me?
Well,
Miss
you
Ariel,
know.
was it?
Yes. So you're sort of you know this guy. You know, like any place he might ever have talked about looking in the Mana Wastes.
Well,
Ever like
she reaches into her desk and flicks through a couple of files before she makes a note on a piece of parchment and she pushes it over to you. That's the address for his workshop. Now, what I'm about to tell you is not something that we are going to be committing to any type of paper or anything like that. But we know he was looking for the Cradle of Quartz.
the Cradle of Quartz?
Yes.
Okay. I just was making sure I heard you correctly.
Yep.
The Cradle of Quartz.
So we could build watches.
Further information, however, look, I will give you access to the archives so you can look into a bit further and hopefully find some better clues as to where it is, because I don't know.
Alright.
It was made heretical before my time. But Oleman decided to dig into the deeper archives.
Who's Olaman?
That's his first name.
Aye. Okay. Well, thank you. If you'd lead us to these archives.
I will definitely do that. And with that, as she takes you down and through the temple, we will end the session there. Not much in the way of combat, but we did get a lot of the backstory stuff done.
Yay.
Still can't believe you stole my money, Matt. I'm so pissed about that.
Yeah, I just lost $10 to a cat.
Yeah, but you said you willingly gave up that money.
Yeah, no,
Someone
true.
You willingly gave up your money when you started stalking people with massive gold chains. What do you think was going to happen?
Well, I figured
Oh
I
my
wouldn't
God,
roll
they're
a
pimps.
natural one on stealth.
Matt
No one
also told
expects
you
a
that they
natural one.
extorted people. And you got extorted.
Kind of extorted, but you got away without being shot. You got shot at without being shot.
She wears plate armor, Matt.
I don't particularly care about bullets. I've got 60 hit points.
Well, you
Really?
don't care until they start rolling criticals anyway. But with the investigation well underway, and hopefully this ex-priest of Brigh will be pointing him in the right direction, our heroes will be continuing, well, our outlaws will be continuing on next week. But if you want to find out what happens, you'll have to tune in next week at 6:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, where we'll be continuing Outlaws of Alkenstar for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing. Powered by Foundry VCT with music by Michael Gelfi and Sirenscape. If you want to find the VOD, it'll be up within 24 hours and it'll be on the YouTubes. And I'll drop that link in the chat right now. Otherwise, I hope you have a good day, a good week, a good night, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. And good night.
Bye.
Bye.